possibly can in behalf of kingdom interest, knowing that the great day of Jehovah is near. So in an effort to keep you informed of the support that is needed for this great work, I have the following information to share. We have looked forward to this next fiscal year and projected the expenditures for all of the theocratic initiatives we are scheduling. In doing the math, we found that the amount of money flowing out will be much greater than the amount of money that we have coming in at this time. Well, why is that? Does this represent a lack of appreciation for spiritual things? No, absolutely not. To the contrary, we are witnessing unprecedented enthusiasm among the brotherhood for all the spiritual bounty that is coming our way. We have up-to-date Bibles and an abundance of printed literature. And many outside the organization thought this would be financial suicide. However, you, dear brothers and sisters, have proved those predictions completely wrong. Jesus said at Matthew 11:19, all the same, wisdom is proved righteous by its works. Our individual voluntary donations have combined to take care of the costs associated with producing our literature. And we're confident that the same will prove true regarding the decision to cancel all Kingdom Hall and Assembly Hall loans. So instead of conveying the message that the organization needed less in the way of donations, the intent was really just the opposite. But we have confidence that our hearts will be moved to contribute what we can each month to offset the necessary expense of building new meeting places for our brothers worldwide. Another misimpression that has been brought to our attention is that the sale of property in New York City means that fewer donations are needed. To help put things in proper perspective, however, selling one of the significant properties in New York really only covered the operating expenses for the worldwide work for a few weeks. Now, that's one significant property. And in actuality, the sale of property in New York City is basically only financing the construction of world headquarters in Warwick and the purchase of other properties that are needed to facilitate the move from Brooklyn in the future. But on top of that, as mentioned, we are planning on accelerating the building of Kingdom Halls and remote translation offices in coming years. It is our desire, Jehovah willing, to hold to the accelerated schedule for these projects, if at all possible, rather than having to scale back such progress because of a lack of available funds. Again, we are not in any way desirous of creating a hardship on anyone. Again, we are not in any way desirous of creating a hardship on anyone.
Il corpo direttivo continuerà a fare tutto ciò che è in suo potere per fornire gli aiuti necessari ai nostri cari fratelli che si trovano nelle zone colpite. Vi vogliamo tanto bene. Grazie per esservi sintonizzati in occasione di questo aggiornamento.
Un modo importante in cui possiamo combattere fianco a fianco, aiutandoci a vicenda, è attraverso le contribuzioni per l'opera mondiale. Questo grafico vi dà l'idea del costo che hanno avuto i disastri e del picco che c'è stato nel 2018. Come potete vedere, negli anni passati spendevamo in media tra i 5 e i 7 milioni di dollari per le operazioni di soccorso. Ma guardate cosa è successo. Solo nel 2018 siamo arrivati a oltre 33 milioni di dollari. Cosa succederà nel 2019? A cosa andremo incontro? Beh, abbiamo già visto quante cose sono successe a settembre.
Vorrei tanto aiutarli.
Anche io.
Ah, mi è venuta un'idea! Oh, sì!
Cos'hai in mano, tesoro?
Posso darli ai fratelli che vivono dove c'è stato l'uragano?
Certo che puoi. Li mettiamo nella cassetta delle contribuzioni domenica.
Io invece non ho niente. Mi sa che non li posso aiutare.
Ci sono molte cose che puoi fare per aiutarli. Primo, puoi mettere da parte dei soldi per la prossima volta. Secondo, puoi pensare a loro e pregare per loro. Anche Gesù, quando era qui sulla terra, voleva fare qualcosa per gli altri. Vi ricordate cosa disse al lebbroso?
Lo voglio!
Esatto, ha cercato sempre di aiutare gli altri, proprio come voi. Siamo molto orgogliosi di voi.
We're all Jehovah's United people, even if we do not have much materially. If our heart is willing, there is usually something we can do, even if it is merely offering 2 small coins of very little value, as the poor widow did. And how did Jesus feel about her for doing this? He highly praised her in Mark 12:42 through 44. And if we think about it, a small donation from each of many of Jehovah's people adds up to a large amount of dedicated funds that can be used powerfully by Jehovah's organization.
Fin dai tempi antichi, i fedeli servitori di Geova hanno contribuito economicamente per sostenere la vera adorazione. Anche questo è un modo per offrire un dono a Dio e noi ringraziamo tutti voi per il sostegno che date. Il corpo direttivo riesce a fare così tanto a favore della famiglia mondiale grazie alla vostra generosità.
Honor Jehovah with your valuable things, with the first fruits of all your produce. Let's first talk a little bit about what it means to offer our first fruits. In Bible times, it meant the earliest fruits of a season. So way before an Israelite knew what kind of a harvest he would have, whether it would be a bumper crop or very meager returns, with full faith and confidence, he was to give the first fruits to Jehovah, not just leftovers at the end of the harvest season. Furthermore, the Hebrew word for first fruits is in the sense of being the best of that early season. So the idea conveyed is not only first chronologically, but also first in quality. In fact, Exodus 23:19 says this. It says, "You are to bring the best of the first ripe fruits of your ground to the house of Jehovah your God." The best of the first fruits would truly honor Jehovah. And the Greek term for first fruits comes from a root word having the basic meaning of primacy or preeminence. Again, the idea, the best we have. Proverbs 3:9 also indicated that we can honor or show respect and appreciation for Jehovah with our valuable things. And as stated at Revelation 4:11, Jehovah is truly worthy of all the honor we can give him. Not only do we owe it to him, because he is our creator, he is worthy of it because of the kind of God he is. But what are the valuable things with which we can honor Jehovah? What first might come to mind are our material possessions. I would like to address the valuable things that may have first come to mind. Material possessions, or financial giving and support. As you know, for over 130 years, this organization has never solicited for funds, and it is certainly not going to start now. Where does all of the financial support come from? Largely from you, dear brothers and sisters. Most funds come from what you voluntarily put in the contribution box in your kingdom hall. Yes, that little box with a slot that is labeled worldwide work is primarily what finances all of the theocratic initiatives that have been implemented.